23, what is the value of x in this system here? It starts off y equals. As soon as if it said y equals 3, you'd be plugging 3 right into that y there. Well, it says y is equal to 2x minus 3, so we just plug 2x minus 3 into this y. So I have x minus the 2x minus 3 equals 2. Now, all the variables are x, and we can solve it. So this is solving by using substitution. So solving by substitution because we're subbing that into the y value. The big thing, the mistake that happens is you forget you're subtracting the whole thing here. So it's this whole thing you're subtracting. So we have to distribute the negative through. So we have x minus 2x minus negative 3 changes to plus 3 equals 2. X minus 2x is what? Negative x plus 3 equals 2, or the opposite of x. Subtract 3, opposite of x is negative 1. When we divide by negative 1, you get positive 1 for your x value. You could plug that back in up here to find y is negative 1, but it just asks for x, so the answer to this problem is 1. 24, it wants just x again, but it doesn't, we're not using substitution. It doesn't have y equals or x equals something. It has equations here in standard form. So what do? Well, we have the method of where if we add them together, it creates a new equation that must be true. Well, if I add them together right now, the x's will just give you how much? 12x's plus 5y equals 1. That doesn't do me any good, but I can manipulate it. Let's manipulate it so that this guy and this guy go away. Well, what could I multiply that? What can 3 and 2 both go into? They both can go into 6. So we want to create one of them to be 6 and one of them to be negative 6. I'm going to multiply this top guy. Let's multiply him by negative 2. That'll create a negative 6 there. And we'll multiply this guy by 3, which will create a plus 6y. So multiply by negative 2. Top, everybody gets multiplied by negative 2. So it gives me negative 14x. Negative 2 times that 3 will be a minus 6y. Negative 2 times that 1 is negative 2. Now on the bottom, I multiply 3 by 3, we said, 15x. By 3 will give you a 6y, and by 3 times 0 is 0. Now look what happens. These go away. Add these together. Beautiful. You get a single 1x equals negative 2, and you're actually done with the problem there. If I needed to know y's value, I'd go plug it back into either one of these equations and then solve for y. But for us, 24, the answer is negative 2.